Hi, my name is Mike, and in today's video, which is entitled "When You See These Things, Look Up, Your Redemption Draws Near," I want to speak about the signs of the last days. In Scripture, Jesus gave us signs for the last days when he spoke to his apostles on the Mount of Olives. In Luke 21:9-10, then he said, He unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. So some of the signs of the last days were wars, pestilences and famine, earthquakes and things like that. Many will say, hasn't all these things occurred in the past? Or we've always happened these things, so how can we tell we are living in the last days? Well, this video, I might do multiple parts of videos, will try to open people's eyes to the truth that we are indeed living in the last days. Let's start with earthquakes. An article entitled, and I'll leave links for these, an article entitled Worldwide Surge in Great Earthquakes is Seen in the Past 10 Years. Yes, it's an older article from 2014, but I thought it was relevant. As it says here, worldwide surge in great earthquakes seen in the past 10 years. And I'll read part of it. The annual number of great earthquakes nearly tripled on the last decade. Plus, the National Earthquake Information Center now locates around 20,000 earthquakes around the globe each year, or 55 earthquakes per day. We are seeing nation versus nation with Russia against Ukraine, which both happen to be the substantial wheat and barley providers and other things as well. This was taken from an article called Russia-Ukraine War in Breadbasket Region Threatens Global Wheat Supply. Russia and Ukraine combine for nearly a third of the world's wheat and barley exports, which threatens supply and livelihoods of people in Europe, Africa and Asia who rely on exports from the warring countries. Ukrainian farmers have been forced to neglect their fields as millions flee or fight or try to stay alive. Ports are shut down that send wheat and other food staples worldwide, as Russia, another agricultural powerhouse, could have its grain exports upended by Western sanctions. Wheat prices have surged so high now. Russia and Ukraine combined for nearly a third of the world's wheat and barley exports. Remember what is stated in Revelation regards Rider 3, Revelation 6:5-6. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, Come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard a voice in the midst of four beasts say, A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou not hurt the oil and the wine. In another translation, it says, 2 pounds of wheat for a day's wage, and 6 pounds of barley for a day's wage. Meaning wheat and barley prices will skyrocket. If you look at articles today, this is happening now, as Scripture is foretold. But some ask, what about Riders 1 and 2? Well, Rider 2, you hear, is war, and we are seeing that now. As Jesus said in Luke 21:9-10, nation will rise against nation, which is affecting barley and wheat and other subsidies like Rider 3. So who is Rider 1 then? That is answered in Revelation 6:7-8. And I'll do that in a part 2. God bless you all. Bye-bye.